Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we have another video of the TBR jar picking my reads for December. And saying that is crazy. How are we in December? I don't know. Seems like my last reads of the year. That's kind of crazy to think. Okay, now I'm like nervous to pick them. One thing that's funny is I'm actually filming this video like, I think we like just hit the middle of November. I'm filming it early and then I'm gonna be posting it later on. So at the time of filming this, I'm filming it like I finished all my November reads, my TBR, but I am like less than halfway through them right now. So I'm just gonna really anchor down and hope I can finish all of the reads by the end of November that were on my list, because then some of their sequels are over here. Friends, we should be used to this by now. Miss Rachel Catherine has made this a phenomenon here on YouTube. These are all filled with prompts. I picked them. I find a book that matches the prompt, and that's the book that goes my TBR for the month. I think I'm gonna do 10 books this month. I'm gonna pick 10 because I read pretty fast, and that also then leaves me like a good amount of leeway where if I want to like continue on with the series, or I have any arcs I have to read, anything like that, like I can fit them all in. So I feel like 10 is a good number. I don't know how many books I have on this shelf right now. I have 33, so a third of these will be chosen, which I think is really good because I'm trying to knock down as much of my physical TBR as I possibly can. So let's get going. I shake it really aggressively every time when there's no need to do that, but it's fine. Okay, prompt number 1. A debut author. Okay, I don't even know. A debut, I guess Pineapple Street by Jenny Jackson. I'm pretty sure that was her debut. I have The Love Hypothesis by Lee Hazel that I still haven't read, and I'm pretty sure that was Allie's debut, was that book. Okay, yeah. So this one is a debut novel. I just checked. Okay, so I checked in the Book of the Month app, and I actually have quite a few debut authors. Up here, I have Banyan Moon, The Collected Regrets of Clover, and River Sing Me Home. But I'm thinking I am going to go with The Roads We Take by Christy Lee, just as a book that the author actually sent to me this month, and I'm really excited to read it. It's like a historical fiction set in Canada. It's about women in the medical field. I just think it sounds really interesting. And obviously being from Canada, I really want to read it. So we're going to go with this one first. Okay, pick 2. Can't open it. A character name in the title. Okay. There's 2 I can automatically choose. Okay, so the couple I'm already seeing right away with a name in the title. I have Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, which I really want to read. There's The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, which I've been avoiding like the plague since I bought it like over a year ago. And then The Unmaking of June Farrow, and I've heard that's really good as well. I feel like I'm gonna go with The Unmaking of June Farrow, just because it's my book of the month pick for last month. And like I said, I always make a conscious effort to try to pick at least 1 to 2 book of the month books a month so that I don't have just a huge pile of them. I've heard it's so good. This probably used to be like 20 books long I hadn't read, and I've really cut it down. So I'm gonna go with Unmaking of June Farrow for this one. Okay, pick 3. We still have 8 more. That's great. That's daunting. Let's see. A retelling. Okay. So right away, I can do, okay, I think I know what I want to do. I don't really have any other retellings on here, and I do have A Taste of Poison by Cassandra Odette, which is the 4th book in the Entangled with Fae series, and this is the Snow White retelling. If you don't know the Entangled with Fae series, all this is pretty much a series of interconnected standalones that are like retellings about your favorite fairy tales, but with Fae elements and with fantasy elements in them. And I found them just like really fun to read. They're kind of like nice, quick palette cleansers, and it's also on Kindle Unlimited. So like picking books like that I have physically and I also have digitally, so that I can kind of go back and forth to my media. Yes, I'm gonna go with this one. So for a retelling, we're doing A Taste of Poison. Okay, pick 4. There's a couple on here I really want to get. I would really love to read Two Swords to Crowns, Bob Never After, City of Fallen Angels, and A Fire Endless this month. Like those are ones I like really want to read. We'll see what we pick though. It's like, I always read them outside of my picks too if they don't fall in them. I get this one every single month. So it's a book I bought because of Book Talk or BookTube. Pretty much. Here's it. This prompt is kind of fun because almost any single book I buy because of Book Talk and BookTube, because the recommendations that I get. So the 2 that are really like calling to me right away is Wrong Place, Wrong Time by Gillian. Is it Gillian or Gillian McAllister? Destiny Sidwell read this a couple months ago and really liked it and raved about it. There's His and Hers by Alice Feeney, which I know Sarah Crowley loves Alice Feeney. Or I might just do, for this one then, Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, just because, like, I bought this book because it was going big on Book Talk before for, like, a cozy kind of fantasy book. I know the second book does come out soon as well, so I'd like to read it. Oh, I noticed this back is all bent. That's sad. But I'd like to read this before the sequel comes out, so, and it finally came out in paperback in the state, like, in Canada and the States. But look how thin this book looks. Like, it literally looks like a little novella, and then it's like literally over 300 pages, like 345 pages, because like the pages are so thin that it looks like it's like nothing. But okay, that's number 4. So we're on number 5. A book with orange on the cover. Okay, no, I don't want to do right away. I got so excited. Is there orange on this? There's definitely orange on this. Oh yeah, there's definitely orange on that. Look at that. So Fire Endless. Other good options would be River Sing Me Home has some orange in it. Actually, I can see it from there. The flowers in it are orange. That one looks really interesting as well. But you guys heard me say I really want to make sure I read this book this month, so I think I'm going to go with the Fire Endless. Because I do want to read this before Ruthless Vows comes out, and it comes out on Boxing Day, December 26th. So if I read this now, I can read that book in January. They're not like interconnected at all, but just like the same author, and I want to kind of read a book of hers to hold me over until that comes out. So we're going to do a Fire Endless. Okay, we're halfway through our picks. My shelf's kind of already like, kind of picked through this middle shelf, not really the bottom shelf. I have a lot of fantasy on here, but I love fantasy, so that's why. Bought uninfluenced. Okay, so pretty much with books I buy uninfluenced, whenever I get this prompt, it pretty much is always a book of the month book, because like I said, any other book I have here, I bought because I heard a great review on it. So I think I might do The Collected Regrets of Clover for my other book of the month book, this one. So pretty much this one's about Clover, and she's somebody who like works with people who are dying, and she kind of like helps them with their end of life care and guiding them. And so pretty much like her whole life has been death though, and she wants to kind of discover what more there is out there. So I'm really excited for this one. And this one I'm glad I picked, because this one I've had on my shelf since May and I haven't picked it up yet. So it's gonna happen this month. Okay, that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 6. This is 7. A new to me author. Okay. A new to me author. Okay, so what I might do for this one is I might pick, because every one of these other ones, like I read series for by the same author, so I think I'm gonna do Wrong Place, Wrong Time by Gillian McAllister. Like this one that Destiny Sidwell read a while ago and really enjoyed. And pretty much this one, it's like this mother like looks out her window one day and sees her son unaliving somebody, and then every day after that she wakes up a day earlier and she can like try to figure out what happened and what went wrong and how her sweet loving boy did this to somebody. And that's like the gist of what I remember like being described to it as, and I think that sounds so interesting. So I'm gonna do this one because I've never read any book by this author, so this one I'm doing for a new to you author, Wrong Place, Wrong Time. So I have 3 more picks left. Let's see, I think it's some of these ones I really want. A 3-word title. Okay. 3-word titles that I'm seeing, I have Let Us Descend, King of Scars, Two Twisted Crowns, The Burning God, The Love Hypothesis, The Dead Romantics, A Photo Finish, The Writing Retreat, Little Fires Everywhere, His and Hers, The Search Party, and The Four Winds. I have a lot of these. Okay, so I'm really between 2 for this one, for 3-word title though. They're so different, but so I have Two Twisted Crowns, which is the second book in the, I don't know what the series is even called. It's called the Shepherd King series. The first book was One Dark Window. I just rated that at 4.25, I believe. I really enjoyed it and left off on a cliffhanger. So I've been really wanting to read this one, so this is a good choice. Or then I have The Four Winds by Kristen Hanna. If you guys don't know, Kristen Hanna is now like an auto-buy author for me. I've read The Nightingale by her and rated it 6 stars, and then I just read The Great Alone this past month in October, I believe. That was another easy 5-star read for me. So I feel like also I might just like want some Kristen Hanna in my life. Like I feel like I should do that. So that's what's gonna be. So for 3-word title, we're doing The Four Winds. Okay, we only have 2 left. I still really do want to read Two Twisted Crowns this month. That's the thing. Like, there's so many books I want to read, but like I know I can read more than 10 books in a month. So if I get through all of these, I'll just pick up other books I want to read that didn't make it on the cut. So this is our second last one. Green on the cover. That's like more gray, not really green. Some green there. Banyan Moon has green. Wrecked has like a green spine, but not really green much on the actual cover itself. The Writing Retreats writing is in green, but I think I'm gonna do, and it's not cheating because there's green on the cover. It's not a whole green cover, but The Ballad of Never After has all the trees on it that are in green, and I really want to read this. So I think this is gonna be the next pick. Yeah. So this is the last pick. There's so many books I want to read on here. I'm getting sad. A book with a person on the cover. I love how I already know what I want to do all the time, so I just laugh about it. I have a lot of people on the cover. So Burning God has somebody on the cover, City of Fallen Angels has somebody on the cover, and so does Two Twisted Crowns. So they all have people. This is an early ARC I just received, Where the Dark Stands Still. This is like a YA fantasy and has people on it. A Gathering of Shadows has somebody on it. Vicious has a person on it. Like, pretty much all my fantasies have people on it, which is good because I want to read another fantasy. Even though I feel like I actually have no romance on my thing this month. Let me look. I have like no romance on my thing this month, but it's okay. Who wants romance? The Love Hypothesis does have people on it. The Dead Romantics has people on it. The Maidens has somebody on it. I have a lot more than I thought for this prompt. I didn't think I was gonna have that many people on it, but I have so many. Okay, the ones I'm like really considering, I think I'm like tied between these two. So City of Fallen Angels and Two Twisted Crowns. I kind of want to pick Two Twisted Crowns just to like finish off a series. If you guys don't know, I am filming a series right now of like finishing series I'm in the middle of. The first video I think actually is gonna go up after this one, probably like sometime this week after I post this video. The first segment of that's going up, but then I am doing like monthly updates of like me trying to finish series I'm in the middle of. So if I read this, that would just like finish off a series, because when I'm looking at my pile right here, I'm finishing off one of their series, but like I'm continuing to starting a new one. So I feel like it might be nice to finish one. But on the other hand, this is a book in the Shadowhunters universe, and so I've been reading that universe now for already a couple months. This is the fourth book in the Mortal Instruments, so I've read the first three in the Mortal Instruments and then the 3 books in the Infernal Devices trilogy. But so I still have to read the 4th, 5th, and 6th book of the Mortal Instruments series, and then I have to read the 3 books in the Dark Artifices series and the 3 books in the Lost Hours series. So that was gonna take like forever to finish, so I kind of want to keep trooping through and keep working on that series, so I kind of do want to choose this, but here's the thing, I'm gonna read both these this month anyways. Like, that's what's gonna come down to, is I'm gonna read both of these, but like, which one do I want to pick for the prompt? I think I'm gonna do Two Twisted Crowns for the prompt, but City of Fallen Angels will be read. Don't get twisted, it will be read this month, but I think we're gonna go with Two Twisted Crowns for a person on the cover. I have quite the stack of books in front of me, so let's go over all of them just to recap really quick what I'm reading this month. So for a debut author, I chose The Roads We Take by Christy K. Lee. For a character name in the title, I chose The Unmaking of June Farrow. For a book I bought because of book talk, I chose Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. For a book I bought uninfluenced, I chose The Collected Regrets of Clover. For a retelling, I chose A Taste of Poison, the 4th book in the Entangled with Fae series by Cassandra Odette. For a 3-word title, I chose The Four Winds by Kristen Hanna. For a book with orange on the cover, I chose A Fire Endless by Rebecca Ross. For a book with green on the cover, I chose A Ballad of Never After by Stephanie Garber because of the trees that are on it. For a new to me author, I chose Wrong Place, Wrong Time by, I'm not sure if it's Gillian or Gillian McAllister. And then lastly, for a person on the cover, I chose Two Twisted Crowns by Rachel Gillig. Okay friends, so those are the 10 books I'm reading in the month of December. I am so excited about all these. It is a very fantasy heavy month, which I will never complain about. I love my fantasy. But yeah, if you guys in this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you've read any of these, or if you're gonna read them yourselves. I'm also on Book Talk at Angel's Book Corner, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!